Hi, Fitz. Welcome. Nice to have you. Hi, Mama Jones. Welcome. Nice to have you. Hi, Twan. Nice to have you. Success MD. Welcome. All is well. How about with you? Hi, Tina. Thank you for joining. Hello, Char Char. Welcome. Hello, OG. Holla, Bobby Boucher. How are you? Best ever me. Welcome. I love that. I like that. Matthew Dennison. Welcome in. I hope everybody had a great holiday season. If you celebrate, if not, I hope that it was a great time for you with family. I am in this thing today. There we go. Earth signs. Okay, I see you with the earth signs. What's your sign? If you're new here, drop your sign. Alexa off. If you're new here, drop your sign and let us know where you're from. Okay, I guess, is that supposed to be a bull? Is that Taurus energy? Long Beach. Wow, I've been to Long Beach. Hot Pepper Curls. Hey, Hot Pepper Curls. It's been a long time. Chels, I promise you, I was thinking about you this morning. It's so funny because, like, you were literally on my mind. I was like, I wonder how is Chels. I wonder how she's feeling. And then I went on about my morning. So it's good to see you. Hey, Paulette. How are you? Scorpio, East LA. Okay, Scorpio season. I'm going to finish shuffling these cards and we're going to hop in just a second. What was the best thing about your yesterday? What was the best thing about yours yesterday? Does anybody remember? Hey, Big Kev. How are you feeling? Grand Rising Marissa from Texas. Okay, Cancer energy with the full moon in Cancer, big and bright. The stars at night are big and bright. That's right. Hello, Mimi. So good to see you. It was a so-so day. Did you work yesterday? How many people had to work yesterday? I woke up and I'm blessed just as today. Love it. Great energy. You know, it's Bonus Wednesday. It's a great way to start. Okay. Tammy the Fabulous. Okay, Tammy the Fabulous. Just Janet, welcome. You had to work yesterday, Paulette. Did you have a good work day? Was it a good day? Did y'all set y'all intentions? Are y'all ready for a new moon? Full moon? Are y'all ready for that? Are y'all dealing with these emotions that's coming through? Worked from home. Okay. Can you check if I'm getting back with my wife? I'm not doing individual readings today. New moon needed. Y'all getting in touch with that energy. All right, let's go. All right, good. When does it start? It's already in. It came in yesterday. So we got full moon. Hello, him the poet. Happy holidays, sweetheart. It's so good to see you. I'm so proud of you. You have to make sure that you let people know that you love them and that you're proud of them because it helps. You never know when your encouragement is going to be the one that someone needs. Hey, Tammy. How are you? You never know. Hey, Julie Nicole. You never know. So if nobody tells you that they love you, I love you, okay? And most people probably be like, yeah, whatever. But I have a lot of love in me, so I'm going to share a little bit with y'all. How are you feeling, Julie Nicole? Tammy, how was your holiday? Royal Phoenix, thank you for being here. Yesenia, welcome. Jamal. Ooh, okay, Jamal. I see you with the tarot readings. Come on in. Antoinette, how are you? Hello, Jenny from the block. Jenny. Thank you for resubscribing. I'm glad y'all had a great time. How was your holiday, Jennifer? Kim, good morning. Thank you for loving on people. Oh, Kim, thank you. Thank you for being here. Betsy Boo, welcome. Come on in. Come on in. Get some of this. Get some of this. It was okay. Okay. Okay is better than it was awful. Right? Okay is better than awful. Hey, Cajun Gypsy. How is the move? How was the move? I'm doing good. My holiday was great. It's been giving. I've been going live and talking. Oh, congratulations. That's a great thing to talk about. Hi, Travis. I thought you was moving to Kansas or somewhere with a boyfriend. Hi, Yolanda. Welcome. Okay, who we doing first, y'all? Let's get started. Hello, Latrice. Welcome from Detroit. I haven't yet. Forgot I told you that. Hope Christmas. It was great, y'all. I had a great we was BB412. How y'all doing? I had an amazing time with family and friends and even just holding space for everybody. It was really, really good. So I'm truly grateful. I'm blessed. Yep. I am blessed. There we go. Just in case you don't get the notification, I'll send it to you. The topic here is tarot. Get your tarot on. All right, let me see who we doing first today. Looks like air signs going first. Yolanda with the first one out the gate. Yolanda came in for the air signs. Where my air signs at? Time to push the water because all that ham got me. That's funny. Come on, air signs. I know, right? Let's get it. Aquarius, Libra, Virgo. Where my air signs at? Let me see y'all in the comments. Interesting. What's the message from my beautiful air signs for their best and highest good? It looks like a lot of overthinking, guys. I see a lot of great ideas coming in, but I feel like they're blocked with things from the past. High P's. I do feel like you're changing your mindset with the Nine of Swords in reverse. Perhaps something that had once kept you down emotionally, you're now starting to walk away from that. But I am seeing that it's still impacting the way you have new ideas coming in. Your creativity seems to be a little blocked. Something in your past keeps you in the same cycle or some kind of situation here that keeps you from seeing things from its true potential. The sun here in reverse talks about some sort of depression or something that might keep you feeling a little bit down in your emotional energy, okay? I'm seeing that you're looking for freedom. You're working towards that. Aquarius energy present, Leo energy present. I see that there's a possibility of, maybe there's some things that happened and you're not wanting to take responsibility for it, or there's some self-deceit here. There could be some secrets that you've been keeping. I see a tower in reverse. It looks like there's some South Node in Gemini, Vertex, Gemini, Jupiter. Oh, wow. That's a nice chart. How are you, Peas? How was your holiday? It looks like something that you're resisting. There's a change that needs to happen, and it wants to share. It wants to present itself rapidly, but you're resisting this change here. Ironically, it feels like the more you resist, the more blocked you get in terms of your clarity, the way you think. There could be some trickery here. It looks like there could be some things that either you're not being honest about, or someone close to you is not being honest about. It could be Leo energy. Leo and Aquarius energy is present here. So like I said, something's not growing, or something feels like a failure. It feels like a lot of self-doubt here, sadness here, and also some procrastination here. So somebody feels like something didn't go in their way. It looks like the way this thing happened or whatever is happening in your particular life at this particular time, it really has caused you some sort of grief. That's the first card out the deck. However, I do see that turning around in the reverse with the reversal. Hi, Lucy. How are you? With the Ace of Swords in reverse, like I said, a new beginning or new ideas are being kind of stalled, if you will. Stalled, yeah, because of an old way of thinking. And I feel like there's some resistance here. So something won't grow, something won't bloom because there's either some deceit or something hasn't been fully revealed here. I do see that there's a possibility of like imposter syndrome. Somebody may not be... I'm doing well. Somebody may not be as honest, or it could be you that's not as honest because it is showing up as air energy, right? We have lots of air energy in this reading, okay? With that being said, it's time to make some adjustments. It's time for swift change. It feels like a connection to your highest self is trying to come through, but I feel like there's this energy of you blocking it. When I look at the sun connection here, it feels like determination, forward progress, right? I feel like somebody or some guy is not making forward progress. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and let that out. Grand Rising, baby sis 13, welcome. Not being you're honest with yourself about a person. It could be a person, but it looks like a lot of self-deceit here, and it also looks like a lack of trust in terms of allowing your inner guidance to come through. I see that there is like what is that? Because it was so quick. E equals MC squared, whatever that is. Is it Pythagorean theory or something like that? There's something in an equation or something mathematical or something's not adding up. There's definitely something that is not flowing the way it's supposed to flow, and it looks like you have the keys or the answers, but you're just not allowing that flow to come through. Like I said, this Tower in reverse is not allowing you to move forward because you don't want to. It looks like you don't want to break free of this cycle. And it feels like it has everything to do with your crown, like everything to do with your ability to hear, see, communicate with your higher self, higher being, inner awareness. It feels challenged at this time. I'm not sure how many people have been feeling challenged in your areas of creativity, but I definitely feel like that it has slowed down or slowed down a lot. Now, and give me more on this Tower. It's interesting because I also feel like I have slowed down in terms of my creativity. Like I have been kind of stuck, right? So we have a 6 in reverse, the 6 of Wands in reverse, and we have a Page of Cups. So someone's daydreaming about something that feels unattainable here. It could be recognition, wanting to be seen, but something feels like it's not happening, and that could be the reason why this fresh beginning or a fiery, passionate start isn't happening. A lack of balance here. It looks like you could be dealing with either someone who doesn't want to be seen or you're hiding from yourself. I'm also seeing that Neptune energy, thank you. With this Neptune energy, you're not either using your imagination or you're not being realistic here. Could that explain the rise of mucus? I'm sorry, what do you mean, honey? Grand Rising, Sassy Red Diva for life. There's a lot of judgment. Something has you feeling, and it's quite beautiful, to be honest, because when we think about the Judgment card, sometimes we feel like we judge things, but in this particular case, I feel like something is setting you free, or you're allowing yourself, if you allow yourself, let me be clear, if you allow yourself to be free from something that has been holding you back, hello Shani B, then you can actually awaken. So for some of you, you could be feeling like, I keep going through these cycles. I don't know about y'all, but time seems to be slowed down. Is that the same for you? It feels like things are being slowed down. Hey Terry, things may have feel like they're on a pause, like a slowdown. Sinuses, I couldn't get rid of the right first time. If you want to get your sinuses clear, definitely stay away from mucus producing foods, eggs, cheese. milk, dairy, meat for a while. You could do a neti pot. It helps. A neti pot helps. So, like I was saying, there's this energy of freedom that needs to happen here, right? And it feels like the judgment that you've been holding for yourself, if you allow neti pot, Netty, a neti pot, it's like the warm water with saline, and you put it in your nostril and it drains on the other side, and it helps to clear out the sinus cavity. It's really good. So for my air signs, again, it feels like I said, a lot of judgment towards yourself, but it's actually a possibility for you to really free yourself. I can see that you can get in tune and in touch with your emotions, and in this space, it allows you to be more free, be more authentic, connect with your higher self and your higher being. Okay, cool. What else? Give me more on these ideas. What kind of ideas are my air signs having a hard time with? Thank you. Give me more on my Ace of Swords. It also feels like there's something that, it's interesting that we got 2 cards of freedom. It feels like something that you wants to have determination about, or it's like, I want to start over. I want to get things out. I want to do it again, right? It feels like maybe something happened in the past or a recent past, because you're asking for a fresh start. And it starts in your mind. I feel like no matter what, you keep coming back to this heartbreak or this terror or this fear or this fright. I see that you need to get grounded in your energy, right? And allow yourself to connect to spirit, right? So that you can hear. Because I feel like that's what the biggest thing is. You're looking for outside distractions, and you're not allowing yourself that space to hear. You're not allowing yourself that space to connect mentally, emotionally to your highest self. Not only to your highest self, but paying attention to the signs around you. With the sun in reverse, sometimes I feel like it's time for you to kind of lay low and be a little bit dormant. Not because not to make you suffer, but to allow you the space to heal completely. You understand? Hey, boss babe, how are you? Like I said, there's something that you're deceiving yourself about, air signs. Aquarius energy specifically. Something that, like I said, determination, something with that solar plexus, confidence. Maybe you come off as confident, or maybe you're saying I'm confident or have determination, I have perseverance, and maybe that's a self-lie or a deceit. But something has to change here. Okay. Yeah, something from your past. I'm getting nostalgia here in reverse. It feels like something, it feels like a missed opportunity for you. It feels like something is missed, and you're longing for that. Like, you're longing for that friendship. You're longing for that that closeness, that desire. But I feel like it's not showing up. With the 6 of Cups in reverse, something is not working the way you planned it, or the way you desire it, if that makes sense. There's a lot of judgment here. But if you allow yourself to release the judgment, you can move forward, right? Get in touch with your delusions. Get in touch with your delusions. How about that? There's a possibility for some new love here. A younger person possibly coming into your life. It could be something that you love that could be coming in. Something that you could be fantasizing about as well. Something that can really trigger your emotions in a positive way. I see a trigger of positive emotions, an influx of emotions, maybe something that you weren't expecting. It feels like it could have come out of nowhere. Okay. Perhaps your resistance to the change of meeting someone new, or the thought of meeting someone new has you nervous or frustrated. And that could be why you're delaying this with the Tower in reverse, right? What else? Give me more about this page, guys. I feel like I really feel like I feel like a lot of you guys really do have your heads in the clouds, right? And it does feel like you overthink a lot, because it feels like a lot of ruminating thoughts. There's a lot of energy going towards your head right now, a lot of energy towards what's in your mind and the whirlwind around it. There's also a lot of energy around your emotions. This is a time where your emotions seem to be very high, even though you might not be honest about it with this self-deception here. I do feel like you are in this kind of low vibrational state, even though it may not look like it. I do see that you are, it's like things are not working out, so you go into this mindset, right? There's this feeling of failure, this feeling of pessimism, and it has this underlying sadness, right? So you come across like, I'm feeling so strong and I'm confident, I'm beautiful, I'm strong and I'm smart, but that's not what you're feeling. There's a lot of self-judgment here. I let go of my soulmate and I'm being delusional. Am I being delusional, or does he still want me? Or should I say no to the contract? That's a very good question. Hey, Candy. I'm not doing individual questions right now, sweetheart, but look at the sun sign and look at your Venus as I do the general readings, and see what pops out for you, because there's usually a lot of messages that kind of come in from the general readings. I do have personal readings. They are $44.44. I do them by Zoom. Okay. They start at $44.44. Let me be clear. They start at $44.44. I would say that if you let go of a soulmate or somebody that you consider to be a soulmate, the reason that you let go had to have been pretty big. And so I would say, why are you second guessing yourself? What is it in you that makes you feel like you made the wrong decision? Every choice that you make has a set of consequences, but each set of consequences can open up a whole new world for you. I know everybody gets busy, but not hearing at least a Merry Christmas from my mom bothers me. Don't worry about it. Don't take it personal. See, that's why you should have been coming to our 4 agreements class, Julie. Don't take it personal. Even if she was busy, even if she didn't want to. You know what I'm saying? If she didn't want to, is she wrong about that? If she didn't want to say it, or if she didn't want to communicate, what's so wrong with that? Sometimes people need personal space. Sometimes people are going through their own emotions that don't have anything to do with us, a lot of times. And I can project, like, especially if I'm a projector, I can project onto you anything that I want to, but is that really for your best and highest good? You know what I'm saying? I didn't do no reaching out this year. I'm gonna be honest. I usually get through my phone and go through my phone and reach out. I didn't. And it wasn't because I don't love people. I thought about you, but I was in my own element. I was in my own space. Like, even my clients, I forgot to reach out. Hello, Empress NH, how are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, all of that matters. All of that matters. Sassy Red, that's amazing. Happy birthday to your mom. Hello, Marisol. You're welcome. And to be honest, I remember a time when we didn't have technology for the holidays, and it was just uninterrupted family time. You got a chance to have the drama. It was like TV. You had family drama. You had family love. Hello, Consuela. Welcome back. And what I love about it, people who thought about me, I was grateful, and I responded. I was like, you know what, thank you for thinking of me. I'm really grateful. I'm truly grateful. But just because I didn't initiate didn't mean I didn't think about you or that I didn't care. You know, I was tired. My body was hurting at one point. Sometimes it's like, you know what I'm saying? And we put so much emphasis on one day. That is a energy harnessing day. Do you realize how much energy is harnessed from us? We talk about manifestations, right? We talk about manifestations. We talk about the vibrational frequencies that we carry. Do you realize that as human beings on these holy days, it's an energy, like energy vampires can literally steal your energy. It's the best fucking day. Sometimes being to yourself is the best thing you could do, because sometimes energy vampires wear a beautiful smile and cute clothes and they look good and you be like, You know what I'm saying? And you're right, reaching out is a two-way street. But it's also okay to not have to reach out. It's legit okay to just be like, you know what? I love you. Hopefully you could feel my love, because one day out the year don't determine if I love you or care for you or not. If I'm consistently not talking to you and I'm consistently not reaching out and respecting you and all of those things, then that's a cutoff, right? Because clearly we're not in alignment. So why are we hanging out talking anyway, right? But just because I'm your mother or your sister or your cousin, that don't even fucking matter either. Because just because we share a bloodline don't even mean we family. You feel like we make family have so much more importance than the people who choose us. Yet we give so much to them and give so much criticism to others who choose us. Thank you, Miss Denise. Let's be clear, them folks made up these days any damn way. You know what I'm saying? And they have a purpose, even though they made up them days. Will Jimmy regret what he did? No, he won't. Evelyn, he won't regret it. But it doesn't mean that he don't care for you. He just won't regret it because he did exactly what he wanted to do. And the moment we start realizing that people make decisions based on what they wanted to do, the less we will hurt. Real talk. My dude had like 6 women. I don't even know how the hell he had the energy for it, because I'm telling you, it don't seem like he had that kind of stamina. But he didn't feel bad. He did it because that's what he wanted to do. How many y'all in school cheated on a test ever? Has anybody in here ever cheated on a test in school? Anybody? Okay. All is it. Now, did you feel bad about it? Did you feel bad about it? Because it was a conscious decision to cheat. Did you feel bad about it? Y'all, when I was in the 10th grade, I had a teacher named Mr. Krishnan. I had my chemistry teacher, Mr. Krishnan. I skipped that man class, I would say about 2-3 times a week. I was in the 10th grade. I skipped his class about 2-3 times a week. And I cheated on my chemistry test. Now, my dumb ass didn't know he had 2 versions of the test. So I got the wrong key. Guess who failed that test? I did. Do I feel bad about cheating? Hell no, because either way it goes, it was a toss-up. Either I was going to pass or I was going to fail, no matter what. Only felt bad that I got caught. Right. People feel bad when they get caught sometimes. Sometimes they don't. And we beg for them to plead. What did I do? I failed. And I had to retake the class because I failed his class with a whole flying F. I was mad. I was the only senior in high school taking 9th and 10th grade classes. Well, not really, because my best friend was also taking them with me. We was skipping and cutting up together. Oh my God, we used to cut up. But I didn't feel bad. I didn't have no remorse. I did it because I wanted to. I wanted to pass, and I wanted to do it the easy way. So anytime you question if a person feel bad, baby, they don't. Because if a person has natural guilt, that's not for you, that's for them. Because they realize in that moment. Sometimes people have a realization after the fact. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Exactly, Denise. I did what I did and I wanted to. And it is what it is. I've cheated on a man before. Matter of fact, I cheated on every man I ever been with except for one. Some of them don't know that though. So if you're watching, my bad. And did I feel bad? No, I had guilt because of church. Hey, Awaken Self-Life. But it was also part of my plan. I had to learn. I had to understand what that was like. And I kid you not, thank you for resubscribing. Holla, I kid you not. Now, the way I feel about like relationships and the people that I love, I don't ever want to cause that kind of pain to anybody. But it took loving somebody without cheating on them to feel the impact of my actions. And we can justify. Mimi, we have karma for everything that we do. Every action has a cause and every cause has an effect. So it doesn't matter if I did it with a malice or not. Every action has a cause and effect. While I'm over here talking, I'm literally remembering that I had a dream last night about classmates. The last time I had a dream about classmates was probably a couple years ago. So with that being said, I'm grateful for the lessons because it gets me closer and closer to what I feel my soul wants for me. You know, not about what society say, not about what everybody else need to tell me. I have to know what it feels good to me. You know, so it is what it is. Hey, Tanae. So with that being said, air signs, a lot of you guys are like I said, there's a lot of guilt here. There's a lot of resistance to change here. There's a lot of fear. There's things that aren't growing because there's some deception here, right? The way you're thinking, your ideas feeling blocked in that creativity space. A lot of it has to do with the realization that I'm not really being authentic, right? I'm not being authentic. I'm very judgmental of myself. I'm not allowing myself to move past where I am by resisting this tower, and change is here to happen. Not because the universe wants to destroy you, because they want to give you better options. You know, am I feeding my delusions here? You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. So let's get you guys... you have to get, so inner child work is a really good place to start, Shani B, whenever you're feeling like you're stuck in this energy. What is the universe really saying to you? Your soul feeling stuck has something to do with something you need to heal. Ask yourself questions. It's not, baby, when I tell you doing this work ain't rocket science, it might be painful, but it's not rocket science. Write a question down. Why am I stuck? Watch it show up. Y'all want to know something funny? Y'all want to talk about, we talked about energy and these fake holidays and all of this stuff, right? We talk about harnessing energy. Me and my kids were in Best Buy. Me and my 2 daughters and my niece, 4 ladies, right? We were in Best Buy and we were walking around looking at things. I was going to buy something, but I didn't. I chilled. We looked at telescopes. We looked at the MetaQuest 3. We looked at lights. We looked at... a washing machine. We looked at a refrigerator. Like, we were in there. We were feeling it. We were pulling that energy. Y'all. A telescope showed up the next day. I didn't buy it. I literally had just said, I want a telescope so I can look at the stars. I like to stargaze at the crack of dawn because there's so many stars in the sky. A MetaQuest showed up, y'all. A MetaQuest. I ain't buy it. I wasn't finna spend no $500 on no virtual reality, but it showed up. It was something else that, a drone. We looked at a drone. A drone showed up. I'm talking about immediately from one day to the next. Showed up in my reality. Now, let me tell you something. We talk about trajectories, right? We talk about being in alignment. We talk about these things all the time on this live, right? And if those things showed up the next day, they were already in motion. Now, we tapped into the frequency of those things because we didn't go in the store looking for drones. We didn't go into the store looking for no telescopes. We didn't go in the store looking for most of the things that we looked at. But they were already in progress. They were already in motion. That means that we were already a vibrational match to those things so that we aligned to receive them that day. It's like the universe was like, hey, telescope is coming. Hey, drone is coming. Hey, MetaQuest is coming. Like, these things showed up. Lights are coming. Literally showed up. Showed up. No resistance. None. I didn't have to try to make it happen. I didn't have to go into debt. I didn't have to spend cash. I didn't have to do any of those things. It showed up. Somebody else had already got the communication. Do this for them. Do that for them. do this for them. Like, I'm telling you, the decisions that we make, the energy that we carry, those things really do show up in our life. And it happens just like that. Like, literally just like that. Me and my girls were talking. We were like, I was having a conversation. I was like, how be it that they show up the very next day? I said, we were already in that vibration, meaning we were already in that momentum. Now, I want you to think about, as a kid, how you would ask for certain little things, right? As a child, you would ask for certain little things. You would ask, okay, I want XYZ. And for the most part, if you were one of those children that didn't have dying faith, like if you were the child that had undying faith, like it didn't matter if my mama said she had the money, I know my mama was gonna pull it out her ass. Like, if you were that kind of kid, a lot of times it showed up for you, right? So what changed in your reality into your adult reality that got you from that place where you consistently put something in the universe and believed it would show up, to I put something in the universe and I doubt that it will show up? And how do you get back here? And the reason that I'm here is because somebody said, I feel stuck. How do I move? Well, it's simple. Ask the question. There's a scripture that says, asking you shall receive. You have not because you what? You have not because you what? What is the reason why you don't have? Thank you. Paulette, thank you for answering that. I'm going to make sure to give you a reading today. 1 card reading today. Thank you for answering that. You have not because you ask not. You know, we get caught up on what other people think. When you have a whole spiritual GPS inside of you that's telling you, you have a whole intuition that's inside of you telling you, nah, this person don't fuck with you like that. They don't really like you like that, but you steady going. Let me buy him some shoes because maybe that's going to make him like me more. Let me give him a little spread because maybe he really going to connect once he get this good. No. Maybe if I cook her dinner, she's going to. No. How many times the universe got to show you over and over and over and over again that it is not that? But you don't want to see it. Literally. If you have something that you feel stuck about, ask the question. The universe is obligated to answer it for you. Don't believe me? Try it. Try it. There's a scripture that says that too. You doubt me? Try me. I'm serious. It's there. Like, what creator says, test me, trust me, right? But you are all still part of that. You understand? Like, you're all a part of the same creator. I'm no different than you. You understand? Like, it only takes 5 minutes to write down some words. XYZ. Why am I black? Like, once you start digging, it start coming up. Like, wow. It's right there. And it wants to be seen and it wants to be heard. It's like the little kid in school who was cutting up when all they really wanted was to be loved, right? They wanted to be seen. You know, they wanted to be loved and seen. You know what I'm saying? So they cut up because that was some kind of attention. When I learned how to read tarot cards, actual cups, swords, and sticks showed up. Wow, that's deep right there, Dawn. That's really deep. DJ ED, welcome. Hi B, I'm not doing personal questions right now. I'm not doing personal questions or yes or no's at the moment. Thank you for your question, though. I appreciate you. But I'm not surprised because the things that show up in my reality, I be like, oh my God. Let's go. Last card for my air signs and we're going to move on. Who we doing next? Last card for my air signs. Last card for my air sign is truth. I believe it's time for you to start walking in your truth. What's ironic is everything about this card screams earth and air. Real talk. Symbiotic Poetry, how are you, sweetheart? It's been a while. Wow. You see, the clouds are moving out. There's this element that has been, and we talked about it, right? Looking at this cloud, energy is moving out. The tree is blowing. Something's changing. The winds have changed. The winds of change are about. So something's coming through, and it starts with truth. Maybe that truth needs to come from you. Maybe it's so much of learning your own personal truth, and it starts with a question. You know, one of our biggest questions, who am I, right? There's so much more. I'm an air Gemini, June 4th, and have lots of fire still. Hey, this vegan sanctuary life. I've missed you too, Symbiotic Poetry. With the truth card here, it's looking at all the elements of your life and realizing and reevaluating what really is truth for you, right? Because it's going to look different for everybody. We talked about this before on my live. If you believe it to be true and you attach an emotion to it, then guess what is true for you? And that is what it is. You know, it is what it is. Every I am statement is a version of you, right? Because you believe it and you attach an emotion to it, and therefore it becomes your reality. Literally, think about the VR. Think about a virtual reality. Everything. Oh my God, I'm so grateful. I am so grateful for every little thing that the universe uses to teach me to elevate. Yesterday, my daughter had me playing her virtual reality, right? My daughter, she said, put this on, Ma. And I did. I put this virtual reality on, and I'm listening. I'm looking around in my room. She was like, look up. And the thing makes a hole in my ceiling, and these little bubble balls fall out, and these little bubble balls coming all out through my walls and stuff. Now, I'm cackling, right? But my mind don't know the difference. So it's literal, a battle field of my mind, my conscious mind, the mind that I'm in this reality versus the reality of that game. Do you understand? So while in this reality, in this conscious version of myself, I know it's a game. But I wonder how much of my reality is actually virtual and not even real, but it's showing up because I believe it to be. How much of my reality is showing up because I believe it to be? Because that's the part of me that I don't recognize as a game, or recognize as not real, or recognize as a false truth, or a false hope, or a false belief. Like, how much of that is showing up every day? Like, think about that. You know what I'm saying? Truth. What are we doing next? Let me see who came in first. Dwan with the earth signs. Let's go. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, where y'all at? Earth signs. Hello, Essentially Yours. How are you? Essentially Yours. I need a herbal concoction for glaucoma and a liver detox besides dandelion root. I need to go in deep. I need to go in deep for glaucoma, and we have not done no water yet. Only air, and we're doing earth now. Hey, Miss Claudia, earth signs. I need a really good detox for my ex-husband. How are you, Miss Claudia? I'm making space. I'm trying to determine where my new baby is gonna go. I'm excited for her, and I really want to talk to you about it because I want to, I need to talk. I need to talk to you. I really do. I need to, I want to make sure that I bring in her energy appropriately. Ironically, it's so funny because water is, I'm in a new season, and I'm going into a new season. Thank you, Essentially Yours. Water is showing up in my life like crazy. And the signs of connecting to the water, I guess it means it's time for me to really go deeper with my emotions and my sensuality. I hear you. Thank you. Go deeper with my emotions. There are some things that I have been suppressing that I'm trying to work through. And with that sensuality, I definitely understand with the siren energy, because yesterday I watched the Aquaman, and I saw so much in that movie, and I'm like, wow. But the water, it's the water and the ice. And you know, it's interesting because I used to have an affinity to ice. Now, I used to eat ice like crazy, but I had an iron deficiency. So, anywho, I have to talk about that another time. Let's go, earth signs, let's get it. Let me shut up. Yes, let's go. Thank you for giving me clarity for my earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn energy, for connecting to their energy. What is the collective need in this moment for their readings? What will help them to grow and evolve for this week? I will be doing, right. Oh, yes, the sonic ice. Yes. You was just thinking about ice water. That's too funny. Now, I will be doing New Year readings for you guys. Technically, I know the New Year doesn't start, but because of the tradition, it's a great way and a great time to harness the energy. I believe in utilizing the portals that are already here so we can get and snatch. It's like Tinkerbell, you know how they used to take from the rich and give to the poor. Yeah, that's what I do. I use the energy that's already present, snatch it up a little bit, and go ahead and work with it. Yes, indeed. 27th, Capricorn rising. So what I'll be doing is readings for the new year, going through your signs. I have two that I'll be offering. So one will be your forecast for 2023. It's going to take an hour. It will be recorded. I'm also going to do a forecast for 2023 with your natal chart. And that one's going to be a little bit different, and it's going to take a little bit longer than an hour. So I'll do an hour of tarot cards, but I'll also have to do back end work, which means that a week later you'll get the video of everything that I was able to uncover. Meaning looking at transits, looking at houses, kind of putting them together, seeing which one of the cards go with the different parts of your houses. So it's very detailed and it's very in-depth. Now, I was doing it a little bit on the side last year for some friends, personal friends, but this year I'm offering it to you guys. So if you're interested in those types of readings, let me know, because those are outside of my normal 44 and up readings. These are a little bit more detailed, but it's a great way to get you prepared for the new year and set the right intention, so you can look at the houses that's showing up, where you're going to be impacted, and use your own personal energy for your best and highest good. So anywho, that's what I got going on this year, the rest of this year, just in case. Just in case. All right, let's go earth signs. I see a little bit more sneaky stuff. Somebody's sneaky stuff, sneaky links, sneaky stuff, something going on. There's something hidden here. Give me info. Okay. We got this Cancer moon here coming in first for my beautiful earth signs. I'm seeing there's some regret here. Again, feeling like I'm assuming you meant 2024. Yes, that would be correct. I've been loving astrocartography. Hey Nella Reeds. I'm seeing, if you have a Cancer moon, pay attention to this reading. Even though you might be an earth sign, Cancer moon, pay attention, because there's something that is showing like some sort of regret. I feel like somebody is very self-absorbed right now, frustrated with something going on in their life. Perhaps at some point they were feeling very bored or not moving forward, kind of frustrated with how things were falling into place. And as a result, it's got them deep in their feelings. Like I said, feeling like missed opportunities, feeling like things that were meant to happen in their life just didn't show up, or they were pushing things away. This could be love. This could be offers for work. But I definitely feel like there was a pushback. I'm also getting a very push and pull type of relationship energy coming through. Thank you, Spirit. Here, yeah, something that you want to invest in or wanted to make investments in. and it just it wasn't coming to fruition at that time. I'm seeing with this Taurus energy showing up, Capricorn energy as well, that it might be a good time for you to start working or reevaluating how you manifest, because I can see those coming into play here. Now, I will say, when it comes to this Page of Swords in reverse, kind of be more mindful of the way you deal with people and their feelings. Maybe you take to heart or you allow other people's criticisms or negative words or affirmations to impact your life. This could also be you, someone who is very unconcerned about other people's energy. But I definitely feel like this whole like the things that's showing up in your life are a result of what you've sown. Okay? You're reaping what you sow. This harvest, this investment that you're seeing in your life right now is the result of your words and your actions. If you don't like what you see, it's time to make some adjustments. I'm going to say that. Page of Swords here, someone who is unconcerned with other people, right? Communication, disrespectful, Gemini energy coming through, right? Capricorn energy is showing present here with the Saturn energy, and Saturn teaches us lessons, long lessons. So some things, how are you feeling, Nella? Some of the things that you have either held for long held beliefs, they could be paying off, or they could be inhibiting you at this time. Because like I said, these two different cards coming in are showing me this is the result of what you've done, be it positive or negative, if that makes sense. And some of it is, okay, I feel regret. I'm pushing things away. And as a result, I've reaped the rewards of not having the things that I want or the people in my life because I pushed them away. This delusional energy of things are not working out for my best and highest good, or I'm obsessed, or everything is about me, right? Having this energy of everything is about me. There's a lot of boredom and I don't know. It's interesting. I say I don't know, but it's just really interesting. It looks like looking at blessings and not appreciating them. So there could be some ingratitude here. You could feel like I'm not moving fast enough. And so that's also what's showing up in your reality. Okay. I see a lot of hypocrisy here in the way that you speak or the way you solve problems. You could be somebody, or you could be dealing with somebody who's quite suspicious, always suspicious, never trusting, a lack of trust here, right? Someone who trusts only in themselves, never asks for help, right? Yeah. Huh. Not spending time getting grounded, moving in a positive direction, feeling stuck or halted in your reality. Feeling outside of your comfort zone. Something has you outside of your comfort zone. Give me more on the Seven of Wands, please, in reverse. What has our earth signs outside of their comfort zone? My deck fell out, but this Ace of Swords is definitely showing up. Two of Cups in reverse, or excuse me, Two of Cups, love. Perhaps something that you have loved in the past, or someone that you have loved has you outside of your comfort zone. It could be a love situation that's showing up now that is outside of your comfort zone. And for some of you, you could have been making investments for the future with a person. But maybe you got bored or felt like you were missing other opportunities in this connection. Okay. Maybe they got bored with you. Cancer moon is here. It's a good time for you to have been tapping into your third eye, and also being more grounded, as well as working on your solar plexus, being diligent with money, resources, being diligent with the way you cultivate relationships, right? The way you cultivate relationships. Yeah. It definitely feels like love, guys. Maybe you missed an opportunity for love, or maybe it could represent itself. It could be coming back. It looks like it might be coming back. But I feel like maybe there was something that you were delusional about in this relationship or this connection. It's interesting that they brought us here to love. We have... Okay, I'm excited. We have an Ace of Cups, so a new beginning with love, as well as the Two of Cups, someone that you were very connected to, earth signs. And what it feels like I said, is there was some sort of, I don't know, disregard here. Maybe they had disregard for your feelings, or maybe you had disregard for theirs, but there's regret here. Okay. I feel like there was some sort of frustration, and it looks like these two were soulmates here, because I'm seeing nostalgia in this connection. I'm seeing that there was a lot of like something that you had dreamed about or something like that, but perhaps you let this opportunity go when the universe came. It looks like, hi Rochelle, in deep thought about this. I think the last time you were on, I had paid for a reading, but I wasn't able to come back. Paid for what kind of reading, honey? Because I don't do paid readings on here. I don't do paid readings on here. All my paid readings are by Zoom. It's possible. Yeah, if you're my top contributor does get a free read, but that's the only time. Every now and again I would consider, but yeah, no, I do, my readings are general. Earth signs, currently on earth signs. And looking at someone with a Cancer moon. If you have a Cancer moon, pay attention, okay? I'm currently on earth signs. What else for my earth signs? I feel like you may have felt like this was a lot of hard work in this connection. Can you give me more about this connection for our earth signs? Thank you. Yeah. Definitely looks like an opportunity is gone here. With the Knight of Cups in reverse, he's walking away from this situation, or they're walking away from this situation. It does not feel like strong, and it definitely was soulmate or some sort of strong connection here. I think there was just too much work, or you were tired of doing the work, or they were tired of doing the work. Perhaps they had been doing a lot of the work. I don't know. But something with this connection is over. It's done. And I feel like, I definitely feel like with this energy, I feel like it's like I made my bed and I'm laying in it, you know. This could also... soulmates are not just lovers. They can also be good friends. Yeah, it looks like it was a connection that was very passionate. Lots of love there. I don't know why my heart is beating fast. You know what I'm saying? Something might come back in this connection. I see new beginnings. It kind of felt like it, but I wasn't sure. Something may have an opportunity to grow back again. Okay? There might be something fated in the stars where you guys get an opportunity, or you'll move on to a similar energy or a love connection where you'll feel that you'll be able to see your investments pay off. But there's a reward that will come once you do some, it looks like some sort of inner work here. It looks like some sort of inner work here. And maybe perhaps the way you connect to other people, right? The way you connect to other people, it feels like. Okay. I understand now. I understand. It's interesting how these connections kind of come in. And I say that because I'm gonna tell y'all this story, and hopefully y'all will be able to get the message from this story. You know, it was a guy that I dated, and in the moment I felt like I was better than him because of what I considered a status. You know, levels and labels. We have these levels, we have these labels, things that we tend to feel like they give us more authority. And he keeps coming into my damn dreams too. He made his bed though. I had a so like if I have a college degree or, you know, PhD, master's, sometimes it gives me the illusion that I'm better than other people. And I used to have that energy about me when it came to work. And so I met this guy that I felt like I was better than. And I would say things like, you know, I'm everything that you prayed for. I'm everything that you prayed for. And so you better treat me right. And my expectation of this person's energy was that, you know, because of your past and because of this, that, and the other, then you have an obligation. Like I had assigned this person to basically care and love for me the way I felt like it was necessary, almost like a slave, right? And this person, when they met me, they used to say like, you're an angel, like you have, hey NJ, you have this beautiful, and you know, like he didn't use the word energy, but he definitely used the word angel, like an angel on earth, and I was your guard, his guardian angel. Like he used to say those things, right? And in a sense, he kind of put me on this pedestal. And as a result, you know, when you put something or on a pedestal, the way you treat it could be unauthentic to you because you feel like you're not worthy of the thing. You know what I'm saying? Like anything that you put on a pedestal, it's like a worship. It's never an equal playing field. It's a worship, which in essence is kind of how I made him feel. Like, oh, you should be glad you with me because I'm, you know what I'm saying? I'm this high value woman. Like, what's that guy name who dead now? Charles Samuel, I mean, not Adam, whatever his name is, who's always talking about what men bring to the table and he can have all these women and XYZ, and it really causes all this controversy and it digs at people's self-esteem. Well, with that being said, you know, it was kind of like a similar energy. Maybe that's why I didn't like him. Perhaps it's because I needed to do some inner work on that. Needless to say, at some point, people get tired of trying to live up to this standard. Now, did I ask him to put me on a pedestal? No. But did I demand undying loyalty? Yes. Now, the only person who should be you should ever give your undying loyalty to is you. But I wanted this man to give it to me. I wanted it. I wanted his loyalty because that made me feel safe. My thinking was, if you're loyal to me, if you're giving to me the way I think, then I'm safe and I can allow my guard down. Now, in this connection, somebody was put on a pedestal. Okay? Somebody put somebody in this connection with my earth sign. Somebody was on a pedestal. Either you put your partner on a pedestal or they put you on a pedestal. And like I said, if you put someone on a pedestal, you make them unattainable. It's hard to beat. It's hard to connect. It's hard to stay because you're always feeling like unworthy, not good enough. My best isn't enough. And therefore, you actually do reap that reward. So in this love connection that you have, this powerful soul connection, I mean, the Lovers is here, the Ace of Cups is here, the Two of Cups is here in this powerful connection with love, soulmate. There was a disconnect here. Somebody didn't feel worthy. Somebody was unworthy. Somebody literally, and I say that because if I believe it and I attach an emotion to it, then it's true for me. And nothing you could ever do could tell that person anything other than, you could give them millions of dollars. You can give everything right. But they're never going to see it because they have a different truth. And that's the missed opportunity. Do you understand? Everything in this was a mental communication that was not equally yoked or on equal playing field. Understand? Yeah. It looks hard. It looks like it was a lot of love here. And it actually feels really sad because it looks like two people who really, really want to be together in this connection here. You know what I'm saying? It really does. But somebody put someone on a pedestal. Hey, Sarah J. Nothing for you can be withheld from you. Unless you believe it can, Alessandra. It's a mindset. We say nothing for you can be withheld. But if I don't believe that it's for me, then it can be withheld. There was this pastor, hey Gloria, his name was Miles Monroe. He said, if the purpose of a thing is unknown, then abuse is inevitable. How many of y'all still searching for your purpose? You know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's what I got for my earth signs. It's not a sad energy. It's just a realization. And that's where you are at this time. And what I'm seeing is an opportunity for something new to come in. Oh, thank you, Carol Mills. Wow. As I'm getting chills right now, Carol, because even as I said your name and I heard the song, I Live for Your Love Every Minute. It's interesting because it's Stephanie Mills who said it, who sang it. I believe it was Stephanie Mills, but I heard her song, I live, literally that verse, I live for your love every minute. New beginnings are approaching. Thank you, Dawn. New approaching here. Some wishes are coming in. So as this transition from darkness into night, you will see growth. Things will warm up. Connections will come in. Perhaps it's a new version of this relationship, or perhaps it's something altogether new. But either way, it's gonna move. It's gonna move to something new. It'll feel new. It'll feel fresh. So be mindful of where you place your priorities and the levels and the labels that you give those others. Okay, who we doing next? Who we doing next? Thank you guys for letting me take my time. Water signs, let's go. Water signs, let's get it. Water signs. Water. Fire, we going last today. I'm sorry, peas. My husband and I have been through a lot, and here's my soulmate. Aw. Well, I guess he was singing you a little song. That energy came through. You should listen to the song. I live for your love. I don't know why I'm getting this you as well, sweetheart. Hey, Gwyneth, Miss Gwyneth, sending you lots of love. Hello, Antoinette. The thumb, the left thumb. Hey, Sheridan, how are you, honey? I haven't seen you in a while. Miss Kuwait. Water signs, let's go. Scorpio, Pisces. Cancer. I wish I had somebody down here who would I'm doing well. I wish I had somebody down here who would warm up my tea. Somebody's moving on. A decision that had been hard, mental. I'm hearing the mentalist. Something that had been very mental for you. You were moving into a more calm water. You're leaving behind the trial. You're moving away from the discontentment. Ooh, I'm seeing clear skies. Something that was rocky. Yeah, you were having to fight some battles, standing your ground. And I definitely see that you are moving out of that energy. I do feel like there could be some competition where you're going or where you're headed. But yeah, for sure, moving towards maybe a little bit more competition. But either way, you'll be fine. It's time for you to take more action. Be a little bit more assertive in your approach to life at this time. Water signs, being a little bit more assertive. Not turbulent with your emotions. Take a calm approach, allowing yourself to feel, flow. Go with the flow of your emotions. Having more clarity in your thought. Yes, Miss Darling, I did Earth. I just finished Earth. I was literally finishing Earth signs. I'm going to post these on YT. I have a couple of them to post. The only reason I haven't is because I don't have no storage in my phone, so I'm gonna have to finagle some stuff around, but I'll have them up. My goal is to have them up today because I wanted to have them up this weekend, but I didn't delete anything because, you know, it was family time. Family time. Okay. So what I'm seeing here, has air been done? Yes. Air went first, Miss Denise. I did air first today. Truth for my air signs. New beginnings for my earths. It's okay. Being more authentic and in your truth for my air signs. We're walking into new beginnings for my earth signs. Yes, indeed. No worries. And for my water signs, I see that you guys have been in a struggle. It looks like a financial struggle and also a family struggle. It looks like a lot of competition, or standing your ground, or holding true on your beliefs. It looks like you're swimming where you're going. It looks like where you're going was literally a split in decision in terms of your emotional well-being, as well as moving in a new direction. Absolutely, sweetheart. And I see that with the Five of Wands here, a lot of competition, minding your ego, because you've already had a lot that you've been dealing with, but it's time for you to take more of a stance. What I like about the Five of Wands, even though it's a transformation card, it gives you the opportunity to see your growth, to see where you might have hiccups, if that makes sense. So with that being said, we move into the Four of Pentacles, which talks about your bag, securing your bag. And I feel like in the reversal, it reminds you of a time when you maybe didn't have enough. It's like that lack state of mind. And these are the goons that kind of stayed along with you. And I call them goons because this Three of Pentacles is really about choices, choosing your battles, picking your battles. But it's also about those that you hold dear. Now, sometimes we have people that they really do tag on our emotions, right? They tag on our emotions. They tag on our finances. And they really want us to give to them in ways that are not necessarily for our best and highest good. Now, with this Three of Pentacles here, it could also be feelings of betrayal in the home life. It could be betrayal with your friends and family. It could feel like there's a disruption because, again, you're fighting here. This is something that you're fighting with, and this fight can be that causes resources, or part of your resources, finances, right? You could also have some sort of conflict with in-laws. You could have a conflict with people that are related to the family but not in the family, like baby mama, baby daddy, just people who want to meddle and pick into your life, pick into your relationship, okay? Because you're trying to stabilize your home. You've been fighting for it for a really long time, and that was part of the decision. It's like, let me move to something different. Let me make a decision that's different. Now, sometimes with our Five of Wands, the competition isn't external, or I should say it's not outside people, outside your home. You could be competing with someone's attention. You could be competing with like family members, especially given the trajectory of this card. Like, mom wants to pit you against the husband, or your husband ain't this, he did this, X, Y, Z. Those things could be showing up for you, right? And also with your pentacles, right? With your money, always competing, always having something trying to pull at the money, right? So those are some of the things that are showing up for you. If you give me clarity on our Four of Pentacles for my water signs. So even though you're leaving a situation, I definitely see that it could be some, there could be a little bit more upheaval, if that makes sense, but you have what you need. Yeah. When I say obstacles, Page of Wands here in reverse, right? A person who always wants, somebody who's always taking. Look, burdens at the bottom of the deck, right? Somebody who always takes, somebody who wants to take, right? Somebody who doesn't want to give their share, right? Maybe you could be in this relationship or dealing with family people who really kind of piss you off and nobody stands up for you, right? Because that could also be part of it. It also looks like you could be potentially taking care of the family, right? Like it's your responsibility, like you're not getting the help that you need. Yeah, definitely some conflict in the connection. With the Lovers in reverse, Gemini energy coming through. I'm not sure if you guys are dealing with a Gemini or not, but Gemini Sagittarius energy, something is this disruption. There's this disruption, right? A detached energy here. So perhaps somebody could be coming in for your resources, right? And you're trying to leave that. You're feeling like moving to something different, moving away, transition could kind of push that turmoil down. But I see that it's still there. Right? I still see that you're still having to like fight for the little things, fight for that room, right? Hey, honey. Yes, ma'am. You didn't get a notification? How are you feeling? Sleepy? Oh, that's ill, y'all.
Yeah, when I took off my headset, everybody was gone last night.
We said we was leaving.
That I could hear.
I guess not. I don't know what you could hear. I see that it feels like there has been some delays when it comes to this, just in life, right? Water signs.
Move my painting out the way.
It was right there. I moved it right there so I can see it.
You added that nice little touch at the end, so I can see it.
This Miss Claudia said, "Good day, Elle," and Miss Paulette said, "Hey, Elle."
Hey.
And him, the poet, said, "Peace, goddess." She said, "Hey." Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Will you please heat this up? I was just saying, you see how the universe works?
You see how the universe works?
Please. I had just said how I was asking Elle is water. Yes, she came down just in time for her water. But I was just saying how I wish somebody was down here so I could get my tea heated up. I'm so grateful the universe hears. Anyway, back to this. I'm seeing a strong Capricorn energy here, as well as some Sagittarius energy. There feels like you could be feeling like you're wasting time or disappointed in the way things are going right now. Not feeling as if you're getting the amount of effort from those involved. Okay. This could also be business as well. And I say business as well because we have Lovers here, which typically signifies your soulmate connections or your lovers, but it's your partnerships, but it's also your mirrors, and mirrors do come in at work as well, especially if you work in a team environment, because teamwork is showing here, and it doesn't look like a team effort. It looks like yeah, see, gossip, Sag energy getting on my nerves. It says gossip, overindulgence, right? Lack of a social life. Thank you so much, honey. I appreciate you. Look at that steam, y'all. Y'all see that? I'm so excited. Oh, I needed that. Yep. Give me more. What'd you say?
I was
I'm seeing a lot of Saturn energy today, and that Saturn energy is Two of Wands is here, so something is changing. I see you guys looking on to something better, maybe travel, a decision to do something different, a new opportunity. Give me more for my water signs. Hello, just me. I don't know why my fingers are so slippery today. They slip and sliding. I feel like your emotions are starting to calm down. There was there feels like there was like some sort of bubble in the emotions, but my flame is showing me that things are starting to calm down. I haven't done fire signs yet.
Dang.
Yeah, I'm about to get to them next. Thank you for the roses. Thank you for the roses. Thank you for the roses. Flower power. Okay. I'm going to take both of those. Okay. Thank you. It's interesting here because with the Queen of Swords energy, I almost feel like, and I'm hearing double-minded. My daughter says this thing, and she says it often, stand on business. Stand on business. Stand on business. This double-minded energy coming in, Queen of Swords. How do you speak to people? How do you communicate? What is your communication style? Do you dumb yourself down? Do you push things down for other people? Do you soften your tongue? Or do you just kind of go in, right? How is this communication happening? Because I definitely see that it's having an impact. Stand on business. Stand on business. I see it has an impact on the family dynamic here. Your community, your home, what you feel, how you feel. It just feels like a disruption here, right? And I see there's time for change. I see it's time for change with this Two of Wands energy. Give me a beautiful card for my water signs. I feel like, okay, so I want to say this. It feels like somebody turned their back on you, and it definitely feels like there's some things that are hiding, okay? I feel like there's some things that are hiding or being hid from you, and I feel like there's some people that have turned their back on you, and it's really time for you, like this wasting time. Perhaps you're not moving in the way that you want, but I definitely feel like you need to get more connected. This third eye energy is coming through. And what I mean by that third eye energy, it's time for you to really connect to your deeper knowing, right? And choose what's going to be for your best and highest good, okay? Queen of Swords energy, she could be a little tricky. She could be a little tricky here. And I say that because the way she's presenting herself in her reversal, in love, it could be distance between this person and yourself, feeling like y'all are not as connected. This energy could feel like making you want to withdraw, or perhaps like pull your energy back. And I understand what that feels like, because sometimes you feel like, you know what, I'm done, let me pull my energy back. When it comes to family, it definitely feels like there could be some separation here, like things that just kind of at a boil or at a head, and you're like, you're getting more cold towards certain people in your family. Yeah, somebody don't like their coworkers here. Something with this coworker stuff. The coworker, somebody's gonna get a little snappy with their coworkers, or possibly have gotten snappy with their coworkers. Someone's taking their power back. If you got that Taurus energy as well, pay attention. Somebody's taking their power back. Okay, it's time for you to be more strategic. See, it's chestnut checkers. You understand? This is methodical. It's time for you to be a little bit methodical in your planning, okay? Thank you. Be a little bit more assertive and passionate in the way you think and communicate. Not me arriving to work late, not speaking when I walked in. I definitely understand. Give me one more card for my beautiful water signs. Well, there we go. That one came flying out. It's time for you to start delighting in yourself. Shifting your focus and your perspective. Choosing the grass where the grass is greener. This is based on general. It's a collective reading based on the elements. And we're currently on water signs. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Check your moon, sun, and rising. if it applies, you can check your Venus, but I do Venus readings on Fridays. Okay. So again, something is a delight here. It's time for you to move, shift your perspective into more of what feels good to you. Okay. This is an opportunity for you to bask in your own energy. This is a solitary growing in my inner strength. It's also an energy of allowing myself compassion and grace and love. It's also connecting to other elements and hearing the wisdom. And I say that with the butterflies coming, this transformation. It's a transformative energy here is what I'm seeing for you. With the sparrows are watchers. They're watchers. They're great communicators, and they work hard together. So where you feel like there's a lack of teamwork or getting together or getting along, or people, it's time for you to move on. Maybe join a new team, a new family. And I do mean family with all of my heart. And I say that because you can choose what family you want to bring into your current existence.
We'll go take a picture so we can go over this later.
Now, this is not the right...
You gonna remember this?
This is not the right one for this. I'm not going in there to get that.
Where is it?
Back there.
You go get it? Oh,
No. It's okay.
Just gotta cover up your camera for 2 seconds.
No, it's okay. We gonna move on.
Hey.
We got what we need. I got the message.
You gonna remember this? I took a picture of it.
It's time for you. It's time for you to move on. I'm moving on. Like people cutting up in your life, and you're gonna dissociate. Sagittarius energy very strong.
Not just sip the tea. Clock it.
Fire signs, let's go. Come on, let's go, y'all. Let's go, get it. Let's go, get it. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Ah. Thank you for being here. Okay. NJ, how are you feeling? My son is water and I'm a Sag. Really? Are y'all beefing? My daughter is a Scorpio and my son is Sag, and my son been beefing with her. He's a lovely being. A lovely being with such a gentle heart. Because you got to speak things into existence. The power of the tongue. The power of the tongue. Come on, y'all. Let's get it. Oh, I miss you too, NJ. I was thinking about you. I promise you. Y'all be thinking, y'all might not believe me when I say I be thinking about you, but I really do. If I can see that. The Scorpio and Sagittarius dynamic is very strained, in that if you think about the transits of the earth, the Scorpio is the death and rebirth, and the Sag is escaping that. It's the archer. It's trying to get away. So following the path of that, or the dynamic of how those planets and the movements, the stars and the movements, that's really kind of what's happening. So it's almost like they're natural enemies. It's like, how dare you try to make me experience a rebirth and enjoy or deal with my demons. I'm running from it. I'm overcoming it. And if you think about it, your Minotaurs are typically, hey, Elle, your Sagittarian energies, right? Half horse, half man, right? And so it's that overarching, how do I heal myself, Chiron kind of energy. And Chiron is the healer. It's the self-healer. But you have to understand that it was out of the affliction that healing came, right? It was out of my pain, out of my sorrow, that I had to learn to heal myself. And some people don't get there. So, anywho, 5 signs. Yes, I was definitely thinking about you, NJ, on yesterday, because I thought about how you were saying you were ready to move on from your place of employment to something better. And I say, don't give up on your dream and go ahead and study for a couple of months and take your test. And I say, go ahead and have your face on billboards and win, because you have everything in you to win if you trust. I wish you could see what I see. I wish you could see what I see. My 3-year-old is a Sag, and he is a trip. My only fire sign in my whole immediate family. It wasn't a loss. It wasn't a loss. It's their loss. And I think I understand, because you were done. And sometimes when we're afraid to take the action get taken for us. What does it look like? Is it dirty? Is it fuzzy? I don't know. What did it look like? Thank you for giving me clear messages from my fire signs. What is it that they need to hear most for their best and highest good? Well, that'll do it. That'll do it. Look what happened last time I was done with something. I tell you this all the time. Your words are so powerful. That was our biggest conversation. How powerful are your words? So think about that. If my words, me saying on a consistent basis that I'm over something, I'm done with it, I'm done with it, I'm done with it. Imagine I can't with her. My camera must be dirty. See you later. That's a damn Scorpio. That's why them Scorpios and them Sagittariuses don't get along, because they say stuff like that. Hey, Marley. Now, think about the power of your words, NJ. If you can manifest not having a job because of being tired and saying, I'm done, what else can you manifest with the power of your words? Oh my God. Think about it. The power of the thought, the power of the word. It's a season of change. I feel like I've definitely picked up on your energy for real. I think this reading is just for Miss Grand Rising. We have somebody who is focused on money and greed. Capricorn energy coming through. Overspending. It's time for you to release your past. It's time for you to stop. It's an energy. Personal readings, Chander or 4444. I do them by Zoom. It's an opportunity for you to really check how you spend your money, fire signs. I feel like you've been caught up in this giving, right? This giving energy. There's a lot of Taurus energy and Aquarius energy here, and there's this indecision or holding back, hesitation, right? Oh, thank you. Giving and receiving, right? Somebody feels a little bit of rejection here, some breakups or something
has changed in your life. Cancer energy coming through. Aquarius energy, Capricorn, Leo energy coming through. Somebody feels a lot of self-doubt, low energy, a lot of pettiness, insecurity, and someone it could be abuse of power. Oh, thank you. I changed it. So for those of you guys who feel like you've been tested right now, and that you don't realize your own strength, which, like I said, NJ, it feels like this is definitely resonating for you, because just based on what you said, you feel there's this energy of holding back. Indecision is a decision. Oh, absolutely. Indecision is a decision, and it talks about risk-taking, hesitation, right? So with the Fool in reverse, what chances am I not willing to take? Where am I resisting the change? There's this book called Who Moved My Cheese? And in this book, it's really designed to help you welcome in change, because it gives you the different versions of what life would be like if I'm not always willing to change. And that's the one thing that's constant, right? Change is constant. It's never a fixed energy. But if you're a fixed sign, I understand it's really hard for you to want to change, but sometimes you really have to go with the flow. Like I said, Taurus energy is showing up. So being able to learn how to receive. Some of you guys are givers by nature, giving. But some of you guys are obsessed with money. You're obsessed with the bag, the hustle. How do I obtain? This is a greedy kind of energy, and some of you guys have been overindulging, right? It's a need for you to release the past, giving up control, allowing more flow into your life, giving flow, especially when it comes to your heart space. Libra energy is showing here where the scales are balanced. Remember, justice is blind. So maybe you feel like life hasn't handed you the best hand, or it hasn't been fair to you. However, in your giving, in your not even just in your empathy, but in your it's not volunteering, and I can't get the word out because I can hear it. It's like I can see it. It's in your humbleness, and it's in your charity. Thank you. In your charity, you're able to share aspects of your heart and yourself with the world. It requires you to release the need of control. I release control and surrender to the flow of love that is within me. I need to release the control that's inside of me. I need to receive help as it comes in. You know? We have some rejection here when it comes to love or partnerships. Maybe a breakup or something has made you feel weakened or anxious, or a lot of anxiety or disharmony here. I feel like there's a lack of trust here. Like I said, Cancer energy is present. There could have been a lot of emotional baggage, a lot of a lack of confidence here. A Gemini energy is also very much present. Pisces energy is also present here. Okay. Some of you could have been dealing with a Pisces, and it's taken a toll on your emotions. Why is my fire signs feeling weak? Why the weakness for my fire signs? I feel like the weakness comes because you feel like your worth is tied to money and things. That's what I feel like. The things, it's possessions. Yeah, you're walking away to something better. It's the resistance of walking away. You've been giving these beautiful ideas that you've been sitting on stagnant. The Five of Wands in reverse, and then the Queen of Pentacles is here. And with this combination, it feels like it could have been a fall from grace. You have all these ideas, these messages, new beginnings that maybe you were refusing to take, and it feels like a fall of grace that impacts the way you feel with money. But I definitely feel that this transition is definitely going to increase your confidence and your independence. You're growing here. this transition that you're in. This is, oh my God, I didn't even realize that this transition was here, but it felt like, because you have a couple of fives here. Fives represents the transformation that comes into your life, and you also have a couple of eights here. What I love about this reading is that even though it talks about how you value certain things, which is the financial stability, it's as you learn to give up control and trust the universe for more balance, you can actually transition into a life where it may have felt like you've lost, but you actually land so well. You land so perfectly. Like it's like this, like that. You gain this momentum because the strength was the strength in reverse. That was because you had to walk away, right? And you were ready to walk away. There's something new blooming here. And as you leave those cups behind, as you leave that part of yourself behind, as you leave those old desires, old feelings, old emotions that had you so down, as you release that, you actually make space, right? You make space. I want to check something out real quick for you. I want to check something out. All right. I love this. I really love this because it's so telling. I really love this. Oh, wow. I'm so excited. I looked ahead and saw Let Go. Let me tell you why I love the rest of this reading for you. I'm so fucking excited. I know I shouldn't be cussing like that. I'm aware of it, but I'm so excited, and let me tell you why. Because you are moving, you're shifting your perspective from naivety and recklessness and fear, hesitation, into a perspective of you're walking away from feeling weak, and you're walking away from it's like my mindset shift. It's almost like somebody said push the reset button and now everything clicks. Because even though you're afraid, right? Even though walking away gives you some level of fear, and I'm telling you, they are showing me this and I can feel it. I can oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited because where you're going, you won't have any shortages of ideas. Even though you have hesitation about starting over because you're unaware of what's to come, and you don't like to not have control, which is evident in your beginning part of your reading. It's the unknown. It's the fear of the unknown that has you stuck. But baby, that unknown is going to bring you to your independence and your bag and your, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? It's everything that you've ever wanted. Isn't it? And it's confident. She like, this one. This is how you feel. Walking into a whole new horizon, a whole new reality, a whole new world. Yes. Good. This is good. Like when I hear that there is no shortage of ideas, that means that it brings me back to the scripture that says if one could put 1,000 to flight and two can put 10,000 to flight, that means that my 1,000 ideas that the universe has given me can take flight at any moment without resistance, because I am allowing myself to be in flow. I am walking away from fear. I am walking away from uncertainty. Yes, this path I had felt like I needed to be able to control everything. I needed to be in control, but it is allowing me to be more my freest self. It's allowing me to step into a place that I have never seen before. And there's a new sun just over the horizon. The path is already lit for me. Like, I don't even have to go find my own light and search through the darkness. I don't even have to do none of that, because it's already prepared. The vision is clear. I am truly leaving this in the past. I am walking out of 2023 into 2024 with a plethora, an abundance of ideas that get me to my bag. And even though I'm uncertain and it's unfamiliar and I'm nervous about it, I'm not finna let it stop me. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Because now my enemies are my footstools. They understand that I have everything that I need. And I'm quiet and I'm kept. I don't even have to speak on it, because it's already done. Period. There's growth here. Look, even in her brain, there is growth here. Her mindset is different. Do you understand? She's holding her bag for a reason. You understand? Hi, Kyra. Yes, Earth air signs went first. That's a powerful statement, Raina. So let yourself be comforted. In 2018, I lost my job. I got fired from my job, my corporate job. I lost my corporate job in 2018. On this one, yeah, this is full of chakra. Heart, a lot of heart, sacral, root. Throat, communication, determination, solar plexus. You're connected, you're moving, you're transitioning into a higher realm of reality is what I feel. And I'm not going to regret what I left behind, because what I left behind freed me from greed, the need to control, the feelings of weakness, the feelings of rejection, even these old separations and these old partnerships that felt like they were my world. I'm moving away. I'm moving away from that. So what I was going to say was, I lost my job in 2018. I had a manager. I manifested a narcissist in my life, two at the same time, y'all. I was really asking for it. My spiritual awakening was no joke, and it's still no joke. But in 2018, I lost my job, and I was sick a lot. I was having physical, like, pains, and I don't know. I went into the hospital, one of those special hospitals, you know, where they drug you up and try to treat your mental disorders, for about a week. I got out on Christmas this time last year. No, 2018, excuse me, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 5 years ago. I literally was getting out on Christmas Day of a mental facility. No joke. And I don't have no qualm sharing it at all. None. I was so stressed out. I was so frustrated. I had this manager who felt like he was like God, like he could do no wrong. I reported him. I did everything I was supposed to do in this world's standards. But what needed to shift was my mindset. I had a beautiful doctor. This doctor knew exactly what I was going through because he could see it. He was like, you're a very empathetic person. He could feel my communication. He was like, you're a very smart woman. And I'm very grateful, to treat you. He was so kind to me. And when I came out, I wasn't the same person. 2018. I lost my job in 2018. I went into I went 6 months without a job, and then I started to Uber drive. I really tapped in to my gifts because I needed to make money. But I also learned to no longer accept less. I've talked about this before, where I worked a job, and how can a person make the same money for a whole decade? Y'all, my annual salary was $35,000 for a whole decade. I kid you not. It would go up or down if I made bonuses, but for the most part, my annual salary was anywhere from $28,000 to $35,000, and with bonuses, it always kind of bottomed out at $35,000, maybe $39,000. Something in me had to shift. 2019, going into 2019, 2019, I take that back. 2019, was it 2018? I don't know. I think I'm getting my days off a little bit, but I know it was 2018 because me and Spirit was having this conversation today, because I started my new job in 2020. So I drove Uber from probably June all the way up until the pandemic, and then I didn't drive during the pandemic in 2020, but I had just started a job, so I was doing both. I was driving Uber and I was working a full-time job. And then I started to notice that I would hear things about my riders while I was driving. I would hear, and it's some people on here. It was a lady who was in my Uber. She hopped on my wine and tarot. She said, I don't think you remember me, but you picked me up in my Uber and you gave me all of this information about my life. She was moving to Houston. And I remember the story that she told me, and the Spirit was like, that's not true. That's not how she feel. And I was like, okay. Well, I started to speak, and I'm telling you, the gifting got stronger and stronger. Like, Spirit was really talking to me every single day, every single rider. And it felt so amazing because I was able to help people in ways that I had never experienced. But in return, Spirit made sure I always had enough money to pay my bills. Now, today, before I started on this live, I went back and looked at my birth chart. And it talked about that time period being a strong transitional period for me because I had a lot of squares, oppositions in my chart with other signs, in Saturn and with Pluto. And those are long placements, meaning that it takes a really long time to work through those placements because of how far they are away from the earth. With that being said, in 2020, I also lost my relationship. It was the beginning of me losing my relationship. So when I tell you my whole life transitioned in a matter of 2 years, everything changed. I was hurting. I was crying. I was everything. Like, it was very hard. It was so hard. And I remember hearing my mama voice saying, you got to learn how to love yourself. And I would get so mad because all I wanted was my partner to see me, right? I'm like, please see me. I'm this good person. I have a good heart. I'm giving to you. I'm loving on you. But I wasn't loving on me. I wasn't giving to me. I remember I went to this retreat in 2021. 2021, I went to this retreat. In 2018, I started learning about empaths, and that's when I found out I was one. In 2021, I went to a retreat, a spiritual retreat, and I was telling my friend yesterday that I took 2 items, one from the woman that he was seeing and was living with us, our other person, which I did for him, and his clippers. And I went to release this man. I did. I remember that night, the first night of the retreat, I had a dream that I had probably, I had this dream that night. And I realized in that dream that me and him had traveled this lifetime we had traveled together multiple lifetimes, but we don't ever make it. Like the houses always burn down. Now, fast forward, that was the beginning really of my self-love journey in 2021. This is 2023. I'm 48 years old, right? At 48 years old, I'm just at a place where I know how to help people get out of that. That's why I coach. I know how to help you because I've walked it, and I've walked many paths to get to this place, many of them. Once I looked at my chart, I realized that everything that I went through was already in my chart. I didn't understand it then. So for those of you who are going through this stuff, going through this resistance and holding on to the things from the past, trying to figure out if and how you can do it, you could truly walk away from things. You don't have to settle, but it does require you to love on yourself. And I'm going to tell you why. Because when you start to love on yourself, when you start to give yourself attention, you no longer crave it outside of you. Parasites get in the body, right? They need a host. Parasites cannot live without a host. And they will put the thoughts, the parasite will give you the thought, I want sugar, I want salt, I want this. It craves it until it gets what it wants. You understand? And once you feed the parasite, it shuts up until it's ready for its next fix. Now, when you love yourself, you cut off access to the parasite. The parasite that says, I need dick, I need sex, I need intimacy from this person, no matter what it costs, give it to me. Because you know, if you eat too much sugar, what happens? Diabetes, right? Yeast. If I eat too much meat, mucus, pus, all those things are real if I overindulge. But if I have a parasite, I don't realize that it's not my desire. It's coming from inside of me, from something that's not even supposed to be there. So when you love on yourself, when you give to yourself, you cleanse the parasite. You understand? Now I no longer need it outside. And I can see clearly. I have clarity. What does that mean? What does clarity gain me? It means that now I'm not begging or asking out of necessity. Now I can choose what I want. It's the difference between having bad credit and being able to, it's the difference between having bad credit and going to the dealership and they give you a car versus having great credit and you choosing what you want and the deal. I don't have to settle for the 2014 with a 17% interest rate. No, I can get a 0% interest rate for whatever I can afford, whatever my currency can buy. I'm not limited. You understand? And that is what self-love can do. And I did it with tarot. I did it by trusting. And self-love teaches you to trust. You ain't got to search through nobody's phone. You don't have to, because your message gonna come in crystal clear. And I'm telling you, crystal clear. My mama is a clairaudient too. And when my kids were younger and they started to experiment with substance, my mama would call me and say, somebody is smoking, I can smell it. And sure enough, one of my offspring was smoking. You hear with clarity. You see with clarity. You're not looking at the illusion of, oh, they got a good heart. No, I see their heart and I see everything else too. And I can make a conscious decision to say, nah, I think I'm going to sit this ride out. I ain't getting on that ride. It ain't safe. And it all started in 2018 for me. I'm sure there were other opportunities that I passed on because I've been through physical abuse, emotional abuse. My kids were abused. Like, I went through a lot of things that were trying to get me here a long time ago. But I'm here now. And I want you to remember that too. It doesn't matter when you start. Just start. I wish you could see my journal from this morning. Aww. I know what you mean by that. Just start. And there's still so much. Like, I'm grateful for this community. Let me tell you why. I never ever considered myself to be psychic ever. I'm not. For those who've been watching me for the beginning, you'll hear me say I'm not a psychic. Y'all used to hear me say that. And then I got gifted this beautiful deck in the back. Y'all see her? Right there. And I started to hear the cards speak to me before they even came out the deck. I was like, wow. It was crazy. It was freaky. And then I had to start embracing it. I remember one time we were doing Oracle Saturday and we had Miss Claudia was on. It's her deck. She made it. She connects. I remember, and I was reading for somebody and I could feel the goddess come alive, and I heard her singing in Hindu. If anybody has ever done a reading with me, I channel before I even get to your reading. I channel before I get to your reading. I didn't even know that's what it was. They channel from all different languages. I don't speak Chinese. I don't speak none of that. But it's a knowing. It's Claudia's deck and it's called Sacred Mothers and Goddess. And it is legit. It is so special. All of this came about since 2018. Do you see what I'm saying? It wasn't all my life I've been reading tarot. Bullshit. It was not. And each time I surrender a little bit more. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a fire sign, so this reading definitely makes sense for me. There are things that I have had to turn my back on, including some of my kids. I had to say no to certain things. I had to. There were so many things that I had to walk away from. Some things that still pop up, but I'm still learning the lessons. But what I am learning is that I have a choice on how I receive the lesson. I can buy the sense or I can borrow the sense. For people who coach, you borrow the sense. For people who do it the hard way, sometimes you have to buy the sense. I bought a lot of sense, y'all. I bought a lot of sense. A lot. My sense is paid for full. My sense is paid in full. Because I learned some lessons like, people tell you who they are, and I still was like, no, not me. You ain't gonna do that to me. Bitch, please. They did it to me too. That's what I mean by bought sense. So don't be afraid to start. It's the best time to love on yourself if you've never done it. And if you don't know how, book a session. Book a session. If you don't know how or you want tools to help you grow into your self-love and to trust yourself more, book a session. If you want to see how I use tarot to change my life, book a session. I got you. And if you don't book me, that's fine. Just do something. You understand? It don't have to be me. There were many people that helped me on my road. You know what I mean? Many. because everyone's perspective and lessons are different, including my beloved sunshine. You understand? Like, and every person that you call, because you called and I answered. I'm here. When people would get in my Uber and it was like, I'm so grateful that you came. I said, you called me. That's why I'm here. You called me. I didn't call you. You called me. You wanted my help today. You called my energy. Your guides said, I got somebody for you. Come on. Chander, absolutely, darling. So, with that being said, let's get to these personal readings. Oh, one card from my fire signs. And let's get it going. They was hard-headed, so I'm gonna put them both back. Thank you for giving me clarity. Look at that. Enlightenment. That's really what I just talked about. Literally, my journey to enlightenment. Enlightenment. It's time for a new journey, guys. And it's written in the stars. Get acquainted with yourself. Love on yourself. Grow your self-worth. Understand your value, your intrinsic value. Your special you, fire signs. Change your life. I really like this card because it's the thing about the stars is that they're wish granters. It's known that the stars, they grant wishes, but it's also about the higher perspectives and just being able to connect to the mystic, right? Who wouldn't want that? The ethereal realm? Like, who wouldn't want that? I do. It's an opportunity. So, come on, Miss Paulette. Come on, Miss Paulette. Who's at the top? At the top, I have Miss Gwyneth. Paulette and Gwyneth. Miss Paulette, I told you I would pull a card for you for getting that mystery question right. And then Miss Gwyneth, I got you. Peace. Thank you. And everyone else who contributed to the live today. Your energy, your breath, your love, your joy. Thank you for your comments. I'm really grateful. I really am. For those who come back every time that I broadcast, I'm grateful. And if you find something in the message that resonates, share it with somebody else who may need it so that I can share that light out to them. Love you all as well. Love you, NJ. Come on, Miss Paulette. Miss Paulette, thank you. We got a person of fire coming in. Thank you, Raina. Thank you, thank you. It talks about being a leader. So right now is a time for you to be a trendsetter. It's time for you to step out into your courage. If you have been thinking of being an entrepreneur, it's a good time for that as well. If you're looking for partnership or desiring love, get your sexy on. Be more outgoing. It does definitely showing that you have a very strong will. So in bringing in a little bit more balance or bringing balance into your life, but you will do well at entrepreneurship at this time. Even if you want to like be an actor or actress or do poetry, spoken word, right? Spoken word, being able to pull your thoughts out, even if you record them and put them on YouTube or whatever. Artist industry as well. So being in your creative, fiery energy, it's a good time for you. So look at your options. Look at what you're seeing. Pay attention to the details of your life. And focus on your awareness with your higher being and with those around you. Okay, honey? That's what they have for you today. Hey, sweetheart. All right.
come through. Gwyneth. Thank you. Gwyneth. Thank you. Thank you for having that answer for me. I appreciate your participation. Gwyneth, you still with me, darling? All right, let's get it. There's a lot of water in this reading, a lot of emotions invested right now. There could be a lot of things that are either pushed below the surface or things that are wanting to raise up. I'm seeing that there's some things that you're stuck in the past about. The old car is here. So you could be feeling fatigue or tired with the Pisces energy. Remember, Pisces is Poseidon energy or Neptune energy, which is the god that rules the sea. So the god of the seas, there's depth there and lots of emotion. Being able to pull that emotion out, and they're pulling it here from the solar plexus energy. I feel like there's something that maybe you hold dear, maybe you feel like you dropped the ball on in terms of the way you connect, maybe a decision or some decisions that you need to make could be very emotional. I'm seeing that right now that it's time for restoration. It's time for you to break or look at family patterns. There's something in the past that you're stuck in. And I know it's from the family because here it's the heart of the home, happy home, security, which is what you're looking for or what you're desiring. It's that comfort, that peace, that longevity, affection here. It's a spirit is saying it's time for belonging. A feeling of belongingness is important to you. And it's also accompanied by a 6, which is also like partnership. It's also the Gemini energy, and it's also the energy of the lover. So you could be calling in a lover, but it could feel kind of scary, like I have to work at this, because you do. Now I see that there's some choices that you can make here with this. This is Virgo energy coming through, Virgo energy, and it has the 1 cent, which, you know, the 1 cent is like, sometimes I'm giving out my cent or my perspective or my opinion, but it's also talking about being fair and choices. It's weighing the pros and cons of a situation, which a lot of duality is in this reading. It's also talking about a 50-50 chance. So if you have something that you want to make a decision on, especially when it comes to maybe purchasing a home, buying a home, or even a car, or something that you have to fix up, meaning you could be engaging in a relationship with something or somebody, because I feel like there's a little bit of cloudy judgment here, and it's also very much giving like Midwest, like tornadoes, right? Something may feel like a big storm, so you may not want to do the work for that, right? So the coin toss is here. It's about unpredictability, which is ironic because when you think about tornadoes, they are unpredictable. When it comes to the emotions that you have, are they unpredictable? When you think about the setting, your home life, is it unpredictable? It's an opportunity to look at your old habits and make adjustments, and family patterns are really standing out. The family, your legacy. Also, it's a good time for you to get financial planning in order for loved ones, for family, and I mean like policies, life policies, making sure that you have access, wills. All of those things are important right now, because it also talks about when I see the word legacy, it makes me think about planning for the future. Now here it is talking about getting more connected. It feels very in tune with the moon cycles, right? Psychic abilities, empathic, trusting your intuition. This is an energy of someone who feels deeply. And it's also talking about taking things personal. So overall, right now you have an opportunity. It's a 50-50 opportunity for you to make adjustments with your emotions, the way you feel, trusting your intuition. It's also an opportunity for you to make adjustments in the home, things from the past, the patterns, and making sure that you get the rest that you need. Okay, making sure that you give yourself the time, the rest, the assurance that you need to move forward.
But that's what I have for you. It also shows me that there's healer energy here, so possibly a Reiki. And if you're thinking about writing a book, now is the time. That's what I see. Good reading. Good reading. Thank you, guys. I'm out. I will see y'all on Friday. Any questions? Hey, little Debbie. Oh, thank you. Yes, baby, I am done. Stick a fork in it, DONE, but I will be back on a Friday. You guys too have an amazing day. I'm glad that you were able to come on. I appreciate you. And I will, as soon as I can get these things downloaded, I will put all of them on YouTube. All right. I will be on at 6:45. Elise Marie. You want to know a funny story, Elise Marie? I call my daughter Ellis Marie. I call my daughter Ellis Marie. Her middle name is Elise, and I call her Ellis Marie. I was like, Ellis Marie. That is funny. Y'all are funny. I say y'all because it's just the way the universe be bringing folks into my circle. I love and appreciate you too, Miss Claudia. Thank you, everybody. Chender, please hit me on the inbox in the messenger, and I will respond. I won't initiate, so if someone initiates, it's not me. But have a beautiful, beautiful day, guys. Bye.